All right, we should be live now. What's up, ladies and gents? We're talking night baseball. We're both here, just Matt's off camera today. Let's talk about tonight's slate.
I am here, ready to break this slate down with you. We've got a mini 4-game night slate, so kind of a light day of two smaller slates, and this one should be interesting.
Yeah, we are very top heavy on the pitching today, aren't
we? We are. I mean, it does look like Buehler, Castillo, and Woodruff look like clearly the top guys, although I think Taillon's also in play.
Sure. I mean, at a significantly lower price tag too, right? Like that'll affect your build. He wasn't great the other day, but tough matchup. He had been good for a while before that, and he's only 6,300.
The other guys are just better pitchers than him, but he's 6,300, like you just said.
Yeah, and like Taijuan Walker was a lot better the other day. We're still not going to be using him against LA though.
Hell no. I mean, this is one where I definitely want to go back to the Dodgers.
Works for me. So as far as the top guys go, I think there's real cases for any of them. I think right now I'd probably use Buehler Castillo.
I'll say this. I know that this is like intangible stuff and kind of narrative, and you can't take too much into it. But, man, I am a little bit like not worried about Buehler because Buehler's been so good, but the Mets had been so bad. They got called out by their owner like big time before yesterday's game. They struggled yesterday, but scored like 5 runs in the 10th inning. Like, I don't know, man. I don't feel great about Buehler here. I don't.
Okay. I get that. He's pretty freaking awesome, so I probably like him better than you do. You've also been a bigger fan of the Mets all year than I have been, so.
I haven't really been on the Mets much, but, I mean, yesterday, nice showing in extra innings. And I do think that it's close with Woodruff and Castillo. I think Castillo is the top dog for me at his price in this matchup.
I'm with you. And even though we don't generally like going to guys in Cincy, for his career and even just for this season, he's better at home again. Makes no sense, just the way things are, though.
Yeah, just the way things are. So good with him at home. And, yeah, I mean, on paper, I do think it's Buehler Castillo, and that's a pretty easy decision. I'm probably overthinking it with my Mets stock, but sometimes I can do that.
As far as Woodruff goes, I don't dislike him. If there's one thing that he's got going for him today, for me would be the fact that Peralta had to leave the game early last night, so maybe his leash is, it's always relatively long, but they might give him that extra inning, you know what I mean? Because he's also a decent hitter, so he's not going to be rushed out of the game. But outside of that, I just like the other guys a little bit better.
I like that call. I also like the other guys slightly better, but definitely in play if nothing else.
Yeah, if Brandon Woodruff is the leading scorer on this slate at the end of the day, nobody's surprised by that. We just both happen to, look at Castillo as a guy. We like the cap savings. We like the matchup. And I like Walker Buehler a little bit better than I like Brandon Woodruff. I just think he's a slightly better DFS pitcher right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then I still am really intrigued by Taillon, though. I think he's really, really affordable.
So am I. I think he's the definite spend-down option.
All right, as far as offenses on this slate go, we got Taillon versus John Gant in this game right here. Now, Gant doesn't really throw a lot of innings, so you're kind of just evaluating the Minnesota bullpen more than anything. You think the Yankees get good love today?
I would imagine so. I mean, it's 4-game slate. They're facing one of the worst pitchers on the slate. I think the Yankees I think the Yankees come in with a lot of love, and they deserve it.
They're also super affordable. So just looking through this, is this like a 7-inning game I don't know about? Why is Anthony Rizzo only 3,700?
No, the Yankees, that's what he was yesterday, too. Crazy, right?
Yeah, you can just assume the Yankees. I think the Yankees, just without even looking through the other offenses that closely, they're the most popular team on the slate.
I'm with you.
Arguments for Minnesota against Taillon. Okay. I can listen to him. I won't go there personally. I hard recommended Polanco yesterday. Why? Because he's just too good for his price tag.
Yeah, I mean, if I could definitely see, small slate. Taillon's not unhittable. I don't love the spot on paper, so it's not like, I think Minnesota goes off, but it's like an owner's, you know what I mean? It's like a small slate ownership, not great pitcher. So that's the argument, but I'm with you. I probably don't land there either.
All right, Minnesota against Cincinnati, or Miami against Cincinnati. Thompson taking on Castillo. Look, obviously we're not using the Miami bats because we're going to be using Castillo, but I'm not really overly intrigued by Cincinnati here either. I mean, Zach Thompson's been good, so could they get to him? Of course they could, but probably not my top place to go.
Same. I mean, this is one where, like, if they're getting way less love than they deserve, then that's the case for them. But on paper, I don't love them.
All right. Milwaukee bats against John Lester is one that I'm assuming you have a little interest in.
Sure, I think they're the other team that probably gets a lot of love. I would imagine it goes New York, Milwaukee, the Dodgers. Maybe the Dodgers before Milwaukee, but I didn't realize they signed David Dahl.
Neither did I. That's why I clicked on it. I didn't pick it up. He's a minor league contract. I'm not really sure where he would play, so it's not a big move, but I did not know that one.
No, well, you got Avasel, who homered twice yesterday, very affordable and a good spot against the lefty. I'm sure these guys have faced Lester a bunch, too.
Let's check it out. At least several of them have to have. I mean, John Lester's been around for a real long time.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, Kane's got 32 at-bats against him, good numbers. Wong has good numbers. Yelich has good numbers. Garcia's got good numbers. So,
yeah.
If you tell me that, like, the Yankees are getting all the love, then I will probably be Brewers happy. If Brewers are, like, also really, really popular, then I'm assuming you're probably looking at the Dodgers.
Yeah, give me the offensive floor own between, those three, who are by far the best offenses on the slate in my mind.
Yeah, you might get Pena could make the lineup today against the lefty, so he'd be affordable. Wong has been having a nice series. Escobar is the only guy that's super expensive on the team. And Adames, who has just been awesome for Milwaukee.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this lineup is stackable, and maybe their expensive price tags keep people off.
Yeah, like skip Yelich then, right? Like, again, he's criminally overpriced for his production this season. I have no problem fading him. He could maybe even be out of the lineup today with a couple of righties in there.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, no problem fading him. With that said, I doubt he gets much love at all at that price.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get to him at that price.
For sure. You got to really prioritize him.
All right. We won't even be looking at the Mets bats. We'll just talk about the Dodgers right here. This is another one. Ownership percentages aren't out yet. You'll check back on that later in the day. But the Dodgers are, I don't know, affordable-ish for their standards. Trey Turner's not cheap, but he's going to be the expensive guy out here. Oh, Justin Turner as well. They're not cheap, but they're not, I don't know, I guess maybe not crazy expensive.
Yeah, I'm also seeing, though, that I think Walker Buehler might have gotten scratched. I'm seeing this game as undecided now, like a couple different ones. So definitely worth noting because we'll see what happens there. The Dodgers are kind of short-staffed, too, so interesting to see what happened there. Taijuan Walker was great last time out, but they finally got to him late, and I think that the Dodgers, I think, are my favorite stack on the board, not looking at ownership or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Again, if ownership wasn't a thing, I would probably still like the Yankees a little bit more, but the Dodgers, they're loaded. I just respect Taijuan Walker enough that I would like the Yankees more, but if there's a huge ownership discrepancy, then I'll just go right back to the Dodgers. I don't care that I loved them the other day against Walker and they weren't good. I'll just go right back there.
No, I definitely think it's close. No ownership, if ownership weren't a thing between the Yankees and Dodgers. But it is a thing, and I think the Yankees are just much higher owned, so I'm with you.
All right, guys. So that's that. All the detailed information will come out available on the write-up. So if you want one, memberships are available through the website, just like the NFL package is available at the discounted price for one more day.
Thanks a lot, guys.